Greetings, members of the Dynasty. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Medieval Dynasty. Episode 13, helping out the local villagers. So I'm planning on making maybe a little bit more winter clothing, and then you guys voted for me to make clothing for sale. So then I'll continue that, which works out because I'm basically broke after buying those pigs. So I updated the priority. Maybe I need to get a hat, a winter cap. That would probably be a lot of bang for my buck, because it's the only article of clothing I'm not wearing. So it's not the incremental bonus over a normal hat. It's like my head is completely exposed. Hello, are you having trouble? I definitely botched that opportunity for a free meal. Not that I have the carry weight, honestly, for more leather and meat. In retrospect, I really don't. Or in hindsight, I should say.
I don't feel my fingers.
It's funny they said that, because one of the only winter articles of clothing he has is bracers. Should keep your fingers warm. But that was quite the journey, going all the way up to Clonica, and, well, I took a bit of a shortcut back for all the remaining coin I had, but I can make that coin no problem. Alright, I don't know why the new girl isn't actually doing the animal feed stuff. Truly. She should have. It was in stock, and there was really no good reason for me to have to for me to have to do this manually. But I'll do it manually. Anyway. So I'll put the animal feed in myself. Because she's stupid or something. It shouldn't be out of range. It's not like really a range thing. In my own inventory, I'll put the mead so that the villagers don't drink it. The rye beer, the bread. The shawl. This meat's here to rot on purpose. I don't think it'd be a range thing. It could be. I shouldn't discount that possibility. There we go. It's not full, but 16 out of 30 is not bad either. Alright, warmer clothing. Let's see. We'll do a winter cap. Obviously, I'm going to need to buy the scheme for this, and I don't have the money for this. For the scheme. So tomorrow morning I'm gonna need to sell some of the I'm gonna make some money before I can really warm up better, essentially. I will spoil this meat too. So I think the best way to make money is to use the schemes I already have, and to that end it's going to be likely to like mine up some copper and turn that into tools that I can sell. So I'm going to go into the mine and get some stuff. I'm going to drop off all the stuff I don't need to go into the mine with. Oh! Right, I don't really have a pick. And I didn't get the pattern for the pick, so I think we're going to have a stone pick for this. Which is too bad. But once we have a little bit more money, I can... No. That's weird. So this says bronze pickaxe. Oh, you know what? I know what it is. There's a bronze pick, which is a weapon, and a pickaxe, which is a tool. So I can already afford the bronze pick, but the bronze pick is a weapon and doesn't help me mine. That's the confusion here. Yeah, so here's the bronze pick that I have unlocked. So yeah, I'll have to use a stone pickaxe for now. I did sell all the hammers, yeah. It's already been hammer time.
It sure is. Frost.
So heading into the mine to earn money for the clothing patterns. I thought I would have been warm enough, but no, I was wrong. The like random beer and I don't need that. The random beer and other stuff that I have on me already is probably enough to afford some of the schematics, but if I'm heading into town to sell stuff, I might as well have like an inventory full of stuff to sell. That makes a lot more sense. To make it worth the trip. Oh, and for your benefit, yeah, let me use the torch. I did buy the torch pattern. The good one. Not the cheap one that falls apart every 5 seconds. Another thing I probably ought to do, given that we have only 1 day left of autumn, is to check up on Nysad's progress on the farm. Making sure that it all looks good. Just a sanity check. I could do that in the management screen too, easily enough. Rye is 100% sown, so yeah, I guess I don't really need to. The rye is fully sown. The oats is half unsown. I don't know why oats. Yeah, it should be unsown, but some of it is unfertilized. But the oats is like 2/3 done, ready for the spring, and it's fall, so he's way ahead of schedule. The flax is unfertilized, and then the carrots is unfertilized. So we need just a lot more fertilizer. The carrots are going to be the next thing that we grow. The carrots is the winter carrots. So really, all that matters is that I have a source of fertilizer, and I just brought back 73 fertilizer. And he'll need maybe like 90, so I might need to buy about 20 more. But at the change of next season, all the food that I have on the ground that will rot then can subsequently become fertilizer. So maybe I don't need to buy fertilizer, I can just make it through the food composting. So I'm carrying 69 kilos. The pouch and the backpack go a long way, and it's a level 2 backpack and a level 1 pouch that I have. Or a level 2 pouch and a level 1 backpack. So there's a lot more carry weight that could be gained through tailoring, too. It is 4 in the morning. It always throws me how bright it gets early in the morning. I'm not used to it looking like daylight color hours. Because, you know, I would say, oh, this is like 7 to 8 in the morning. No, it's 4. Did I have any tools that were going to break? I don't think so. Before I make a bunch of tools for sale, I should make sure that I have the tools for, like, just business. I'm gonna go check that real quick. So I've got a knife, a shovel, but I don't have a hammer. I think I left a hammer in there, however. Yes. So there's an axe in here and a hammer in here, which probably shouldn't be. Although the axe will be for the lumberjack, so I need to make another axe, but I don't need another hammer because I have one. I mean, the other way, yeah, don't need to make a hammer, but I should make an axe. So this is for personal use, and then I'll just make a whole bunch of hammers for sale. So I'm going to put my tools away, and then everything else will be for production. So hammer, axe, knife, shovel, good, bow, bronze spear, etc., etc. And then in here, the sickles for the farmer. Not that we need a sickle right now. There's, in fact, I'm going to pull this sickle out. Well, I gotta leave it in there, but we can sell that sickle. And then this copper axe is a backup axe. Because I think the current woodcutter already has like a bronze one, if I recall. So 7 hammers for sale. I can make an upgraded workshop. Cool. We have 10 firewood left. How many logs do we got right now? I'll put these hammers away because they're kind of heavy. I will grab 27 logs. So, yep. She's supposed to make 27 a day. She made exactly 27 yesterday. So, she didn't miss a beat. She fulfilled 100% of her intensity work commitment. What I'm doing is I'm taking half of what she made and firewooding it so that we have lots of firewood supplied to keep us warm heading into the winter. Hey, Drum, thank you for the sub. So 56 firewood. It's awesome. All right, time of day is 5 in the morning. I am going to continue making tools for sale. If you're wondering why I'm only using the stone pickaxe, it's because I can't afford the bronze one. I'm not high enough tech production level. So I get the bronze pickaxe at production 500, and I'm at 255. I'm just a little over halfway there. And there's no copper pickaxe. There's no pattern for that. I think the concept there is copper is too soft of a metal to make certain things out of, like picks or armor. There's no copper armor either. There's bronze and iron, but no copper. You're wondering about the salt? The salt's used for salting fish and meat to make it keep longer. Food spoilage is not very fast, and I just don't, unless you have a specific recipe in mind for salt. For other reasons for salt, like I definitely don't need to start amassing salt right now, unless I have a quest that calls for it. So, with the next 26 copper, I'll be able to make hammers, and I think once I'm done with that, I can start heading to town. Because by the time I get to town, they will be waking up and able to be sold. And unlike some games where, like, all the vendors are, like, from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., like, they kind of wake up at roughly random times. I'm sure there's some pattern to it, but they don't all wake up at once. And even people in the same household don't even wake up together. So if there's two people in the household, one might get up like an hour before the other. Which is, which makes the game just feel a little bit more realistic, if you will. That it isn't like everyone's up at the same moment. Which is a bit of a complaint of a lot of the games like this. Because it's a bit too robotic feeling. It's the small things like that that really breathe life into these pseudo-life sims. So 7 more hammers. Do I have... Okay, I don't have any copper bars left. Got it. So, bringing to market. Let's see. All of our copper hammers. Fishing spears. And that might be about all in this box that... Oh, and the copper sickle. Because we have a bronze one, so I might as well sell the copper one. Because I can make a copper one to replace it. Alright, in our personal box... The mead. The rye beer. I'll keep the bread for when we hunt. That's a good hunting food. So I'm not going to sell that yet, and it shouldn't spoil very quick. I have a little bit more carry weight, so I'm going to grab my spear, my bow, my knife, and my arrows. So that if I run into something out on my travels, like a bandit or a wolf or something, I'm not completely defenseless. And we will sell to Astoya again. Make sure to fill my food and water. In truth, because this is the last day of the season, I could probably go without filling my food, because it will get refilled automatically by end of day. But in this series, I'm not trying to cheese things like that. I'm not trying to exploit or min-max or anything, so I'll eat when I'm hungry, rather than knowing that the game... And I'm not really sure I even agree with that mechanic. It doesn't make sense. Like, oh, congratulations, Azadam. You're fully hydrated and fed. Says who? And why? And was it, you know, like through IV? Like, how'd all these fluids get in me? Do I want to know? Was it suppository? With all the stupid, like, diet trends I see, I'm surprised there's not a diet... Well, I guess there are diet trends of like, here, go swallow this tapeworm. Which, I can't imagine a worse way to lose weight. Was there... predators? No, there's none between here and... That's a big thing, depending on where you... It seems like it feels minor, but it's really significant. Depending on where you build your village, if there are predators between you and village, you have to be very careful about how you walk to town. Because especially if you're out of stamina, running into, like, bears or wolves when you're completely exhausted is so suicidal. Unless you're, like, head-to-toe in iron armor or elite armor or something. Then maybe you'll be okay. Alright, it's 8:23. I timed this just about right. We're going to be arriving right right around the time that people are up and ready to buy things. So, question. What should I do next? If you want me to buy more cold weather clothing or make it, feel free to vote for 2. Improving the village would be expanding our population. Probably for that I would need to do a dynasty. We'll need to raise our dynasty reputation, so I need to go questing. But the quests, so the notice board quests are pretty, don't offer a lot of experience, but these quests that like these random people give, tend to pack more of a punch, if you're wondering. Just to point that out. Sticks again.
Hello there.
Hello.
Mud is the best. Hello.
14 copper hammers. Have no idea why you would need 14 copper hammers. I guess maybe it's hammer time? She's out of money. So we're gonna need another vendor. Yo, wake up. I wanna sell you stuff. Hey lady. Wake up. Okay, I guess. Wait, holy hell.
How do you do?
Get out of my face. I'm not your husband. You know, I know I'm like deeply trespassing, and I just tried to set you on fire to wake you up.
Price is so low. Have a nice day.
I don't want to be that close to a stranger ever again in my life. All right, so we've got 1,285 coin. I don't know what exactly our tax responsibility will be, but it's obviously not going to be 1,200. So we can use some of this to unlock schematics. I had previously thought of maybe buying some more fertilizer, but then maybe we can end up making it. At the moment, animal feed is probably the biggest drain. I'm a little worried about running out of animal feed, so what I'm going to do is buy 30 of it to keep us... And I know it's really expensive, and that's why I'm trying to make it in-house or in-village. But I'm going to buy some of it just so that we don't have, like, starving pigs while we work towards producing it ourselves. And go questing is going to be the next priority. So the current priority is deliver animal feed and quest. So let's go talk to the person here to see what they need.
Can't talk now. Hail, friend.
Can I help you with something? You don't look like a fruit thief. Well, maybe you don't know me too well. Well, maybe that's why I'm such a good fruit thief. Just kidding. That's a unique way to start a conversation. Anyway, I'm going to keep an eye on you. Too many apples have vanished without a trace. But I already have my primary suspects. You do? Yes, I do. Dobrachana and... ZBYWOJ. I don't... Forget it. Zwia's children. But Zwia is obviously covering for them. Her maternal instincts are getting the better of her. Do you have any evidence? Not yet, but the children and men, who are nothing but overgrown children, tend to be the root of all the trouble. Wait, maybe you could interrogate Zwia. I'm not sure if she'd be any more eager to tell me anything if she didn't already tell you, but I can try. Okay. I'm going to do this quest now, so I don't have to return back here. Some quests have you, like, go around the world, but obviously this one doesn't. And because my rancher doesn't immediately need the animal feed, I don't need to immediately go back home. Because everyone has their food, water, and wood needs met fine. So, let's go talk to the fruit thieves. ZB boy? Is that the... if you say so. Honestly, I'm not gonna make an attempt. I don't care enough. I don't know, like, Polish, I'm gonna assume. Hello, how can I help you? Is it about my children? Well, actually, you're not mistaken. What happened then? Stoylaba suspects that they steal apples from your orchard. I already told her that they would never eat that many apples. Sometimes it's even hard to convince them to eat any if there's some bruises on them. They would rather be eating pies and meat all day. You know what? Fair point. Do you have any ideas what's happening to the fruits then? Well, recently I was working in the orchard and I saw something suspicious. What was that? Did you tell Stoylaba about it? I didn't know, and I didn't because it looked a little bit like a monster. Of course, there are no monsters, but I didn't have a chance to take a good look at what it was because it was getting dark. An apple-eating monster? Really? Astoria is indeed a strange place with strange people. Now, when I'm thinking about it, could you put some apples in the basket? Maybe the thief, whoever it is, will show. An ambush sounds like a plan. Put 20 apples in the basket. Can I pick the apples? Don't make me buy them. Did she hand me apples? These are apple trees, I'm assuming. Bring more apples. Really? Wait, how do I get... But I don't want to buy 20 apples. Maybe I just suck it up and do it? Fine. Whatever. This is... I feel like this is... Okay, it's 120 coin.
Take care.
Let's hope the reward for this is greater than that. Alright, the empty basket is waiting for apples. Put them in. One by one, the apples land inside. Some of them are a bit bruised, but as long as you place the most attractive ones at the top, it doesn't matter. Alright. So go away. Don't stand over for the apple thief. I'm going to remove all of these piles of leaves so that there's nowhere for them to hide. So it wants me to go talk to Stoylaba. And then we'll see what the next step is. And did you learn anything? Did you squeeze any information out of Zuia? Yes. She saw a thief, but it was too dark and she didn't manage to take a closer look. She came up with an idea to set up an ambush, though, so please don't take the apple basket away. And she didn't tell me? So go back there before he, cause I'm sure it's a he, takes our apples away. Aye, aye, Captain. And when you see the thief, go straight back to me. I will deal with him, as you wish. Yeah, I'm not really sure how setting up an ambush and then walking away from an ambush point is like good tactics, but whatever. I think it's not a he. I think it's a you. Yo. Ouch. There goes my ankles. What's the progress of the fields? Good call. Oats. Mostly ready. Just needs a little bit of plowing. Flax. Doesn't really matter because it's spring. Carrots is getting plowed. Looking good, in other words. And then the only thing that really matters is the rye is sown, and it is sown. So there's no problem there. And did you see him? I did, but not exactly him, unless this he trained the sheep in the art of fruit robbery, and I doubt Ludimir did that. Sheep? But how? And no one noticed? They seem to be quite clever about it. Well, what should we do with them? Eat them. Eating all of them is definitely not an option, but as you like lamb so much, then that's for you. You do you. Thanks. All right. Nice. My current Dynasty reputation has gone from 300 to 625. Awesome. As I said, these side quests pack way more bang for the buck, or bang for the sheep, than the notice boards for the most part. Depends on the difficulty in the notice board. So the other thing is I need to deliver the animal feed. But what do you want me to do after this? So if you want me to expand the population, you can improve the village, and I would add someone to the village depending on what they want to do. If you want me to improve gear, you can vote on that, because I could be working towards bronze armor, hypothetically, if I had more money. Or swords and shields or whatever. If you want me to just try to earn money, that's cool too. I can grind through a bunch of production in order to gain coin and also experience. If you want me to continue to quest, that's also a reasonable opportunity. And then other. One of the advantages of going questing, not that I'm trying to put my thumb on the scale, is going questing is also going to increase my diplomacy skill. So I'm 33 out of 250, and as that levels up, it's going to allow me to do like courtship and things, if those mechanics interest you. I'm like 0 for 50. For arrows, like I hit almost every, well, not almost every, but I hit like at least 50% of the time. For spears, I hit 0. Unless it's like a wolf charging at me. And then somehow I can aim. It's just the adrenaline. I need these deer to be rabidly trying to murder me, apparently. And then I'd be a lot more accurate. Alright, I'm going to envision the deer trying to murder me. Here we go. Okay, I'm picturing it in my head. I can see it now. Murderous deer coming for me. Don't run. Come on, I was sneaking. Alright, let's just Hail Mary this. This is way too far for a spear. Yeehaw! Wow, too high. Actually didn't look too bad as a throw, but it was obviously a missed. Look at this lovely hamlet. Actually, what is it technically? It is a farm. Look at this lovely farm. Home sweet home. So I'm heading over to deliver the animal feed. Up, there's an error. No fertilizer. Got it. That might not need an immediate resolution, because we'll get some fertilizer.
Off to work I go.
Most of the oats fields have already been fertilized. The entire carrot field has been fertilized. But it looks like he's not going to be working unless I drop fertilizer. So actually I might need to make some fertilizer. But we might have some manure from the pigs already. So I'm going to fill their trough and then fill the animal feed bag. If you look at the ground here, we can collect the manure. I am not holding a shovel, so you know exactly how I'm collecting that manure. With my mouth, obviously. So let's go turn whatever manure we have available to us into fertilizer. To see if we can't solve Nisad's lack of fertilizer problem. We can make 14. So that's a stock gap. And you guys want me to quest? So the next priority is pick up quests at the capital. And thank you for the meat pie. Oh man, it even gives me more health. Okay, I've dropped off everything that I needed to drop off. If I'm heading to the capital, I am going to buy... I don't have the technology for that. I wanted to sell some stuff, so I'm going to buy the simple coif pattern. And then buy the linen fabric pattern. Make, like, let's say 20 linen fabric and make some coifs to bring to the capital cell. And I'll wear one of them because it's not exactly like a good winter clothing, but it's better than nothing. Ooh, production level up. Alright, what do we got here? We have got faster crafting, which doesn't really matter because I already have fast craft. We have durability of hammers. We have more experience from sewing huts. Let's get that. £2. Because I'm about to batch a whole bunch of coifs. So make a 10 coifs for sale. Using that flax money. Boom. And I'll put one of them on my head. So now I look simple. But it should keep me a little bit warmer. My warmth is 37 up from 32. So it's not nothing. Definitely helpful. Yeah, I know. My character looks very simple. It's bad. It's the kind of hat that you would wear if you had a really soft skull and you were trying to protect your fontanelles from being pushed in by strangers. Okay, maybe that's a little bit too specific, but still. It's a time period piece. Yeah, see? Yeah, alright, that's a better explanation, I think. Well, you know what? Maybe I should not try to hunt while I'm already out of breath. Give it a second. Oh, over your head. Boo. Wow, the arrow ricocheted. I wonder if the other arrow's here. No, I don't see it. Oh, yeah, there it is. I always struggle trying to find the wounded one. Hey, which of you did I shoot in the face? I think it's that one there by the riverbank. The one that's like the most spooked. Probably? I don't know. If I had stronger arrows, they would die in one shot, which would be a lot more merciful than, like, sticking their brains full of holes and then, like, walking away. Thank you for tuning in to Medieval Dynasty, which originally streamed live on Twitch as a marathon. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below, but please keep in mind I've asked for no spoilers, so don't spoil it for anyone else in the comments. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it. as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you at next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow medieval Dynasty players.